This is my audience. Okay. All right. It is safe to assume that everyone has heard about the war going on in Gaza, as it has been happening for the past year, originally beginning in 1948 as a part of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The Palestine Red Crescent Society's mission is to provide humanitarian assistance as well as health and social services to Palestinians whenever and wherever needed. It works towards preventing and allaying human suffering, protecting life and health, social care, and volunteering both in times of peace and war, as well as during emergencies, crises, and disasters, according to Who We Are, published by the PRCS in 2024. Just in October, a hate crime was committed in Plainfield, including the brutal murder of a 6-year-old Palestinian American boy. This war may not affect you or I directly, but it hits close to home. With that, we must explore the tragedies taking place in Gaza and how a contribution to the PRCS can help those suffering. The PRCS has grown from a small clinic in 1968 to a full-fledged member of the International Federation of the Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies. So, why is an organization like this necessary? As of November 17th, the known Palestinian death toll was already over 15,000, including 6,000 children, stated in U.S. complicity with Israel's genocidal crimes, written by Ron Fortifer in 2024. Israeli airstrikes are responsible for this devastating statistic. They have also managed to cripple the healthcare system by targeting hospitals, clinics, and essential facilities. The sense of community in Gaza has also been strictly limited by the siege set by the Israeli government. Israel's military campaign, along with the total blockade of water, food, medicine, fuel, and electric power to Gaza, have turned the already unlivable situation into what James Elder, a UNICEF spokesperson, described as a graveyard for thousands of children. The few trucks allowed to enter Gaza can only supply a tiny fraction of the aid that is needed. The PRCS is dedicated to supplying citizens with these necessities through their volunteers and employees. They are present throughout Palestine and the diaspora, are embedded within local communities, and carry out a multitude of frontline tasks. Not only has the community in Gaza been weakened, but their voices have been silenced. Citizens are unable to speak out without facing retaliation or fearing for their lives. As Americans, we are at an advantage because the United States is a key nation with leverage over Israel. Contrary to popular belief, the U.S. has made no effort to rein in Israel's genocidal behavior. According to other voices published by Film Hub in 2023, under the ongoing situation in Gaza and Hamas government, it will be difficult to talk freely and generally about this issue in Gaza. As for Hamas, anyone who has communication with the Israeli side is liable for espionage. There was a man from Gaza who was interviewed over the radio, which was then published to the internet. His words were skewed, saying he believed that Hamas could be overthrown. He would soon become detained and escape. He escaped across to Egypt, where he was not received well and could not work. He slept in the backyards of houses, and from there, he managed to escape to Morocco, where he is much happier. Without the fear of repercussions for talking out, we are already at an advantage. We hold the power to be criticized, laughed at, and judged at no expense. It is crucial we use this privilege to spread awareness on Gaza so they can one day live in a peaceful society. By speaking out and contributing to the PRCS, you can help rebuild the healthcare system directly responsible for supporting Gaza's citizens. The PRCP includes emergency medical services, disaster management, community work, and rehabilitation that works to aid the citizens of Gaza. Again, the extensive Israeli attacks have devastatingly crippled the healthcare system. It has resulted in a critical shortage of beds, equipment, and medications, according to Addressing the Effects of War on Gaza's Healthcare System, published by CIRRUS, written by Sirwan Ahmed in 2023. The strain on healthcare workers has resulted in burnout, trauma, and mental health disorders. The programs created by the PRCS, like the 101 call center, which offers a more efficient and streamlined emergency response, addresses the challenges facing Gaza's healthcare system and plays an active role in rebuilding healthcare infrastructure, ensuring the availability of medical supplies, and supporting mental health services. A single donation goes a long way. If you have ever wondered what you can do to help the war, supporting the PRCS is the answer. Overall, I urge you to visit the Palestine Red Crescent Society's website to clear anything I have not already covered. Also, Other Voices is a video accessible through the JJC library and is a great insight into the lives of the families who live in Gaza. It really paints a picture of living in a war zone, and I ask you to watch it. These people need your help. They cannot rely fully upon the healthcare system, the government, or their own voices. All they can rely on is community support, which you can provide by donating to the PRCS. They also have volunteer opportunities for whoever is open to entering a war zone. Finally, I hope you stay educated on the war outside of this presentation and celebrate with the citizens of Gaza when they begin to win some of their decade-long battles.